Yeah, if you're having a shitty day and if you need something to get you out of the dumps, what would be the go-to?
All right, Kristen, what would you say?
Ooh, what would be to get me out of that?
Yeah.
I have a good one.
Oh, well, I want to hear Morgan's. Go for it.
I would say you would go to Marshall's.
Girl, you nailed it.
Because I did it today.
Oh, you did. So I do say that's like my happy place. I like retail.
Yeah, we talked about this on the last podcast. We had to move the dates of these during the week.
Yeah, Mondays.
Yeah, you guys should be doing Thursdays.
Just started off hard.
Yeah,
That's
you just
tough.
get through the weekend and you think you're going to be, all right, get a few days dry, but no, we go right back in.
Right.
Right. But it's
That's
part of the
tough.
job.
It is. Someone's got to do that. You know, it's
Yeah.
a vibe. You got to stick with it.
We're good at something.
Debatable.
I've never heard a better reason to start a podcast
Debatable.
than that, right?
Well, let's welcome today's guest, Kristen Skobla. Welcome. Hit the applause button.
Yeah, do I have one of those? I have some buttons
Well,
over
thank
there.
you.
I don't
Take
know.
a random punch.
We
and see what you
haven't
get.
really explored it. Okay.
All right, this
Go
could be
for it.
ugly.
Okay, we might have to like stop the whole recording soon, but what's that do? That did nothing.
All right, good.
Let's just hit them all.
Oh,
At the same time.
oh, that's
it?
what the button did.
What did
Oh,
it
you
do?
guys
I don't
can't
have
hear it.
Oh,
headphones
we
on.
can't hear it.
If you
Now
put that on, you
now
can.
I feel like I have to put these on.
Oh,
Do you have
oh
tunes?
my goodness,
I mean,
we got some tunes going.
this takes it up a level.
All right.
Hey, we're here with Kristen.
The next contestant, Kristen Skobla from the
Hey.
Rome
I'm
Area
ready.
Chamber of Commerce.
There's the new intro.
Come on down.
And here I am.
The president and CEO.
Ready to
What a
compete.
cool title that is, by the way,
And it
isn't
fades
it?
out. I didn't know.
Hey,
How important are you?
it makes me feel like a VIP. For sure.
I didn't know those were already pre-programmed with different things here. There it is.
That's a, and
This is
crickets.
great.
Did you get two of them?
Yeah, I did.
That's from my one-liner jokes. That
I didn't realize I had all this ammo over here.
well, you better be getting on that.
Wow. All right. Anyway,
This is going to be a very
I
good
mean,
podcast.
I was going to say, I hope
You've
that you
fallen
hit
into a
every one of
treat here.
those.
I know.
Every one of those buttons throughout this podcast, we have to try.
all right.
Now do I have to keep the headphones on? I feel like this just makes my head warm and I start
You
getting
can do
hot.
whatever you want. I
But,
just did.
but
it 'cause
I don't want to
would've-
miss the sound effects.
If
I
didn't-
know, that's the problem.
We'll keep them limited. All right. Where were we before we were easily in
we were just talking about how cool Kristen is over here.
ADHD kicked in?
Well, thank you for that.
So how many months into the gig are you?
Like 7 or 8.
7 or 8?
So
we're-
equivalent of 10 minutes, right?
So you're still figuring out what's going where,
Yes.
where the rubber bands and staples are in the back room.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You got it. But wait, before we get started, I felt, another round. You always have beverages and are so kind to your guests. So I wanted to bring a host gift.
Whoa.
Ooh, I'm
and-
liking where the trends are heading.
And tis
is
the
good.
season, as
Okay.
we know, shop small, want to support our
Small business.
our small businesses that work so
Sure.
hard. So I did not bring booze, but I did make a run to our wonderful Nora's Candy Shop.
Oh, with the turkey joints are.
Bradley, applause
Oh,
button.
Yeah.
it goes on too long. I don't know how to stop it.
Okay. Can you fade it out?
Oh wait. Yeah.
Yeah, Nora's.
So
Yeah, there we go.
although we
There
know
go.
there's
Nice-
the
nice touch.
classic turkey joint, I wasn't sure if you've tried the peanut butter ones, which are amazing.
I did not know those existed.
So,
Wow.
at one point, crack those open for yourselves.
Thank you.
Not now,
That's
but
Shout
nice.
out to Nora's Candy Shop. Yeah, turkey joints always is a.
I've never seen that version.
It's a favorite for people that aren't from the area, and like we're eating
Yes.
what? I was like, no, it's just like chocolate and nuts.
right.
But
But it's like tomato pie, right? When you take tomato pie somewhere out of the area, and they go, "What?"
What's going on?
but a
with
turkey joint has its just hits
Yes.
this hits differently.
I agree.
Let's do a taste test.
We
Yeah.
do a taste. Okay.
So if you haven't had these, of course,
this? I wonder what Brad's going to do.
this
Oh
is
my
the
God.
season,
Oh my
though,
God.
right? We want to support our small businesses, but also you're going to holiday parties. You're looking for those stocking stuffers and gifts. What a great little treat! And they have ones with cashews and coconut and you name it. And so
But
just
also,
what great
it's 3
gifts.
o'clock, so we love a little sweet treat.
I mean, right? Do our minds start shutting down at 3? So we need to pick me
So-
up.
Question for you.
Yes.
Toss me one.
If we eat
Just
3 or
like
4
one.
of these and I reseal the top, can I use this as a Christmas gift for Lauren?
Absolutely.
Is that still okay?
Just can you reseal it up
Can I-
somehow? Yeah.
You think I can get away with that?
You can try, but I'll be honest with you. When it comes to the wifey, I'm
That's
not
gonna be a
quite
bold
sure
play?
you want to.
Okay, so have you tried it? Have you tried
I
this?
have tried it, thank
Okay.
you, and they are
All right, so it
delicious.
looks like chocolate with peanut butter inside, and then like was that caramel? What's the
Yes.
surrounded the peanut butter? Okay, all right.
Bradley, you're a best taste tester by far.
Oh, is that what I'm being labeled as?
Yes.
Oh, got it in the mic
Oh, it's
too.
like the ASMR.
Ooh.
Oh,
Listen to that crunch.
I better
good
sneak
crunch.
mine in while everyone's looking at Brad.
no. We're in the same camera.
That's not convenient.
Oh,
There's so much going on.
there's something.
So good,
Oh
right?
my god,
They're so great.
There it is. There it is. No, I dig it.
I like it.
It's so good.
I actually think these top the originals for me. I would go.
Ooh,
If you're a peanut
that's-
butter fan,
yeah,
for sure, I can
That's a
see
claim.
that.
I'm going in again.
Now everyone can hear you chewing.
No.
That's
This is the ASMR part of
you
the
got
podcast.
You got a look from Morgan.
If you guys want to put this on loop to fall asleep to.
I got you.
Very good though.
It is.
I'm a fan.
It is good. I'm going back in
You going back in?
myself.
Yeah.
You going away from the mic though?
I'm away from the mic. I don't want to get yelled at by Morgan.
Okay.
Kind of
See,
scared.
but what
of
a
it.
great gift, right?
I'm excited for that.
And again, check it out.
Is this a
There's
new
different
thing, or
flavors.
am I just late to the party on the peanut butter version?
I think the turkey joints are so good that most of us probably just go back for those and not realize that there's other flavors.
All right, yeah. So Nora's Candy Shop, 321 North Dockstader Street in Rome. Or www.turkeyjoints.com.
Turkeyjoints.com.
Appreciate the small business
Absolutely.
support for sure. And I'm a big fan. I actually I'm gonna need more of those.
All right.
Now, how's it pair with the Thirsty Owl Pinot?
Oh, at least we got red,
Right.
With a little chocolate. It doesn't kill it.
No, I think it complements.
We're still going.
We're still going.
Yeah.
Again, Thirsty Owl, another great. If you're going to a holiday party, everybody loves booze. Even if you don't drink, people want a stocked bar. You know why? It means you're always ready to
It's
entertain.
like she
You're
works
ready.
for the chamber.
You're
or
always
something.
ready to
I
entertain.
think you've got the right gig.
Yeah, I'm doing a great job selling.
Hey, I'm trying.
hey, Morgan, not to switch. I didn't break your computer on that toss, did I? How that?
Oh, give me another one then.
That's right.
Hey, number 3 in less than 2 years.
We won't go there. Anyway, chamber supporting small business, all businesses, part
Absolutely.
of the Rome area. So Wes was asking, how's it going on the crash course here? It came from MVCC.
Did come from MVCC. Most recently was there for 11 years. So my background, I'd always focused on the continuing ed side, which was workforce development. So implementing training programs for people who had some sort of barrier to workforce or education. It could be formerly incarcerated, could be veterans, people receiving social assistance, anything that we wanted to help people get access to be able to gain self-sufficiency and find competitive employment. And corporate training as well. So if your company would call us and say, we need Excel training or we need welding, and we were the ones that went in behind the scenes, which is what I loved about, I think what attracted me to the chamber was that was always my favorite part of the job. Anytime I got to go behind the scenes at a business and see what the operation was really like, see what the team was like and the inner workings. And I feel like, that's what the chamber's all about, right? You're always focused on business and their operations, big, small. So I thought that was pretty exciting. And yes, I've been there for about 10 minutes now, since April. And to Wes's point, it's really just that whole learning curve, right? A lot of that first year is you're observing and you're listening. You're talking to a lot of people, but you hope that you're not doing all the talking, you're doing more of the listening.
And also during the transition, you had a retirement. You have a new
Yes.
employee, Ryan.
Correct.
You've had a legacy there with
yes.
Bill. A lot of things go into autopilot because things are just smooth. And when you have new staff
Right.
and a reset in a new direction, it takes a little happening to get it
And
going.
not that it's gripping podcast material, but there's a lot of, Commodore 64s that were in there that we've upgraded. And there's a lot of stuff
That
that
is
hasn't
true.
really come to the public
Correct.
surface yet, but you're
Well,
getting everything
It's
ready.
the infrastructure,
Hey,
right?
that-
And reset is a great word, right? You're kind of reviewing and resetting what
The,
needs to
the
be
mission,
reset.
the mission's the same, but how you get there and how you fulfill it,
It's different now than in '96.
It is a little bit, and the chamber is now getting upgraded faster than 10 megabyte internet. We're coming a long
We're really
way.
crushing it at the chamber.
You might be able to
That's
stream
right.
another round on
I
YouTube
know.
soon.
And
so
thank you to Brad, who's really been helping us with that. Brad and Adam from AIS on our executive committee. Oof, man, board members, you got to have a certain level of appreciation for people who volunteer their time like that.
It does
and really
yeah.
step up.
Yeah, it's
And
a whole
it's
community that
appreciated.
makes it happen.
It is.
Business leaders,
Correct.
but you need that leader to kind of herd and direct, and so
And get the most out of us fools who are.
I know, or we'll get a little sloppy, and
Where to spend that time and talent.
that happens.
It does.
Question for you.
Yeah.
Nicknames. What are your nicknames? Growing up now?
Now,
I need some.
I get a lot of
Yeah.
scobes.
I need some
scobes or scoby.
Scoby.
I
Okay.
get a lot of that.
Any of these fair game?
Yeah, what can
Sure.
be used?
So my maiden name was Murdoch.
Okay.
Oh.
So there used to be a lot of A-Team references there. Yeah, if you remember Howling Mad Murdoch.
I mean, I'm a young chicken, so this is more Wes's.
This is Wes's
Team,
thing, yeah.
Mr. T.
No,
Do you know Mr. T?
Yes, I know who. Come on, I'm
mean-
not that.
So
In fact, your necklace, Mr. T,
Really?
inspired a little bit.
see,
Yeah.
used to be my favorite show as a kid.
I'm
just
sure that's
saying.
what she was going for.
So I had a lot of Doc because it was Murdoch. So
Okay,
it was Doc
all right.
too.
All right. And
I'm a
what-
nickname person, by
what
the
else
way.
do we
Like
have?
I love nicknames. I love giving
Scobes,
Scobes. Yeah, Scoby,
Scoby,
Scoby.
but
Scoby.
not Scooby.
but not Scooby. No,
All right.
Scoby. I kind of like
Not
Scoby.
yet, I
It's got a
should
good
say.
How about around the
slang.
office, or do you tell?
not yet.
There's no nothing going
Ryan
on.
there isn't a side
No
between
nickname
the
yet.
staff yet.
Not
Just-
yet.
Okay.
I mean, not
any
for us
them? How
internally.
about
Maybe
for-
out.
What about for Ryan? Would you give him anything or no?
Not yet. We're just kind of waiting. We're more like giving other people nicknames outside of the circle right now.
I bet you Brad has one, and you can't repeat it.
I don't even know where that's going. I kind
don't
of curious.
either.
Where are we going?
What
with that
happens
one?
at the
Could you get in
chamber
trouble?
Who knows?
stays at the
Oh,
chamber.
God.
We don't give those secrets out.
This is a
No,
public
I'm
broadcast.
just saying.
This isn't just for us. Other people actually do watch this, believe it or not.
All right, Scobes.
Like it.
Yeah, Cupper.
Now,
Oh, Cupper.
all right, I can go with Cupper. Morgan, you're laughing over there.
I like that.
You like it, Cupper? I get Wesser a lot.
I was going to go with Wester's my
Yeah.
go-to usually.
Oh, all right. Good
But
to know.
but Cupper,
Cupper.
what's the middle name?
James.
I knew that.
Wesley James.
What's mine?
Alexandra.
Easy for you to say.
Give me come
That was
on.
good, though,
She's
yeah.
ready to. She's like, "Mm." I had it.
Really?
Give me a win.
So you know Morgan's middle name, but not mine. Slightly offended.
I would have figured it out.
Yeah.
I've seen Wesley J. Cup a lot.
Yeah.
Wesley James
Would've been-
gonna kick your ass.
The
It's
other
not very
John or
intimidating.
James.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you're
Oh, yeah, you-
Remington for shit's sake.
You were really intimidating coming into the office with your woman's coat that you had on, and
Unisex.
Unisex, all the rage.
Thank you.
Nowadays,
Thank you.
gender neutral. We love that.
Scobes.
Way to lead
You're
the
on next
way,
week, too.
Cupper.
Thank
I love
you.
that.
I'm not sure I like where this is just going over here. Anyway, I'm all mixed up now. Keep going.
All those great questions
It's all
you
the
had.
sugar.
Just
Great
flowing
questions
right
just-
out.
The sugar. It's all the sugar.
Very good. I'm going to go back to one in a little bit.
I need a little sipper here in the meantime. Hold on one second.
Wet that whistle.
To be fair, I
Yes.
appreciate the comments on the help. It's not up yet and running. We're working on it. We'll get there.
Yes.
I don't want to get expectations too high, but no, it's good. We got it. It's actually being good. It's a good time to as we talked about, reset. We're cleaning out the office. We're updating tech. We're getting new desks in there. We're trying to make Wi-Fi available to our board so they can get an email during a meeting.
But maybe people
True.
pay more attention
Yeah.
if they're disconnected. I don't know.
Yeah, that's true.
That's
true,
a great
but-
point.
But no, I think it's when we had Carrie on last week, it's just the chamber. A lot of people don't know. I think we need to do a little bit better of what it offers. I think it's well, I liked her comparison to the gym. If you don't know it or don't use it, you're not going to get anything out of it. And I think we're also to that reset point in Rome of what do our small businesses, what do our businesses need in general.
Right.
There's always staffing issues and all these things we offer, but
Yeah, when in doubt, give the chamber a call. Maybe we can guide you there.
Yeah.
The chamber doesn't have the
Absolutely.
answer. We probably know who does, and that's the thing. You kind of feel
networking-
stuck once in a while, especially as a small business.
Yes.
Yeah.
Kind of like, okay, you do the Google, and then what?
Yeah,
but
HR,
there are actual
marketing,
real
advertising,
resources right
hiring,
here
yeah.
that can point you in the right direction.
Absolutely. And to your point, it is the business community in general, right? We know small businesses employ probably half the nation, so we just always want to make sure we're taking care of them. We are partnering with the SBDC, Small Business Development Center, for that reason in particular. So they're going to be at the chamber office, holding office hours.
Yeah, that's a new shtick.
Yes,
I like that.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's for startups because we get a lot of people who say, I want to start a food truck, right? Or I have this business idea. So it's definitely for startups, but it is for existing businesses, which is great because if you're a small business owner and you're like, I got a leaky roof, it's going to cost me $5,000 to fix. Is there anybody that can help me? You make an appointment with them, they'll help you identify funding streams if they're out there. So maybe you get
That's
some
so
of that
huge.
help.
You always hear about these funding sources
Correct.
and grants, but you're like, ugh, sounds great, but I
How
have
do you-
about
how do you write it
32
up? Yeah.
seconds
Yeah.
Exactly.
in my life.
Right.
And I just don't have time for that. And
Exactly.
So I just move on to the next task that's a little more, tackleable. And then
Right.
maybe there was something out there. That's a
Yeah.
great resource.
And
That's very
you're
important.
running your business, right?
Yeah.
I want to be successful. I'm running my business. Lean on those people to do that work for you. It's free. They'll identify those. You go ahead and make good products, services, and all of that, and let other experts like those at SBDC take care of that for you.
I think
That
that's
research
a huge
part.
sell. I think that's a huge because a lot of people have great ideas, and without
Yes.
that great idea, you don't really have a business to begin with. But once you get into the weeds of hiring, HR,
Yes.
payroll, all these, how do you get more money?
Oh my gosh.
It's like,
You're trying to figure out what hours you can sleep.
yeah,
Sure.
And finding a grant just seems like a pipe dream.
Right.
yep.
And if you've never applied for one or understand what you need.
How do you write it? And
Exactly.
it's
Exactly.
you leave out the wrong word. You're
Right.
Yeah,
There's
it's that
still
intimidating. So
keywords.
you move on to the next thing.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
go do
It's
payroll.
yeah,
Yeah.
Fun as that is.
yeah.
And marketing services, things like that. They
Marketing's another one. Yeah, people forget about or push off to the side because they don't have to do it. Like payroll's
Right.
due on Tuesday.
Exactly.
Got to get that done.
Right.
But marketing seems like if I get around to it 5 times, but of course that shouldn't be the case. That should be one of your top priorities.
brand awareness.
Yeah.
Right.
Gotta get
How do
people in the
people
door.
find you, people? Facebook doesn't just work
Exactly.
anymore. There's a whole thing that goes. And if you need any help with that, let us know.
Which I actually
shameless plug as Morgan gets the thumbs
see.
up
All
already.
right. Which I actually appreciated about the executive and the chamber's executive and board is that the previous position we had was an administrative position, which was fantastic. We had this amazing employee that was there for years. And when she left, recreated the position to be focused more on marketing because that was obviously something identified as our business community needs to have storytellers, right? We want to be that storyteller for them. And I just think it's one of those things, again, if you're running a business, you're not, oh God, I don't have time to update Facebook or get on Insta and all that stuff. So we want to help to be a resource.
Yeah, and that's the thing we find too. When you have to go tell somebody that they need more clients and you need to spend money when it's too late,
Yes.
it's a thing you're doing very well, and then things slide off, and the only thing to correct that is marketing and advertising, really,
Right.
or product design. Those are the only two things that you can possibly do to switch gears and
Absolutely.
not budget a lot. When you talk to people about, hey, what's your advertising marketing budget? Didn't factor that in when it's
have one.
usually it can be 30% of your your expense sometimes. It's crazy.
Right.
But I love that new setup. I think that's going to be huge, and that's a huge sell of the chamber. I mean, we have multiple sells of the chamber, but that
Right.
alone is a fun aspect.
Absolutely.
And even some, I don't want to say conventional chamber things, but events like that's part of networking and all that. And it's December, so I mean, I'm sure there's some stuff coming up. What's coming our
Only
way here?
One of my faves is coming up in February. We got the bowling bonanza.
Ooh, I was hoping you would mention that.
Yeah, this coming from the sports committee chair
Yes,
over
let's-
here.
It's the only thing they would trust me with.
Let's take a slow sport and make it get faster. There's original idea.
I
gotta
love
give it to
it.
him.
That's kind of how I roll.
No, it actually is a really well attended event. And why don't you fill us in on
Yeah,
what we
so-
got going on?
It's going to be on Leap Day in February this year, which we're super excited
Gotta
about.
love Leap Day.
Day doesn't even count. I mean, you could
It's
do
a
so many
free
activities.
day.
So many activities.
Yes, it's so exciting. It really is. And I will say this, prior to working for the chamber, I attended that event last year. I was asked to be on one of the teams. I did not know what to expect. I really, really didn't. And I opened the door to Kingpin And the roar, I'm like, what am I walking into? I couldn't believe how loud it was.
What kind of shit show is this thing, right?
I was
Yeah.
like, it is really loud in here. And the energy was unmatchable. It was amazing how into it people got. It's such a well-designed event, I have to say, because you get in that door, you have this 2-for-1 happy hour, you get to hang out and network, and some intro, and that clock starts, and you have 1 hour. You better bowl as much as you can, but it's fun. It takes all the pressure off, and it's just I had the best time. So kudos to the inventor of that, I have to say, Cupper, because
All right.
because it
One
is-
more and it's stuck.
I know, right? But it's such a great and exciting event. And you can have a team of up to 8, minimum of 4. And it's literally when that clock starts and you just start bowling, what people do that are smart, they bring in a ringer.
Yeah, it's called RCC Team of Bowlers.
Yes.
They bowl every week.
Yes.
Not just
We need some
one. They
ringers.
have like 5 ringers on there.
Yep.
They're bowling 300s
See?
just casually.
That's with their weak hands.
Yeah, and it's like $50 for a bowler, and you're getting food, and you're getting 2-for-1 happy hours.
Yeah,
and
you got good
Drink
tunes. And,
tickets and
Yeah.
it's kind
Raffles.
of a wild evening. So Brad's done it. I think we've all been there in this room, right? Morgan, you were slinging rocks.
Yeah, slinging rocks.
Yeah.
I've done it twice.
Yeah.
I think
See?
that was like one of the first things I attended when I started here. Yeah.
That's what I mean. Didn't you feel like, oh my God, this is fun? I did the
I said
this
no
is
at
great.
first, and then I was dragged.
You were dragged there.
But it's the best
And I
time.
went
And the second year she was dragged there.
yeah.
And it's such a great time, though. It is. It's like a fast pace, the actual bowling part. And you see people walking off to go get their drinks, on their team and everything. Because you got more people to back you up. And you just fold back in line, right?
Those are the events that are great because I think that it's got some structure,
Yes,
but not a
correct.
lot. You don't have a program that you got to sit there and listen to someone talk for an hour.
Right.
You can really mingle. You can talk to whoever you want. All the companies. It's been.
And if you actually
Yeah.
want to bowl,
You
can.
Yes.
You can just
Not that
keep
I
going.
would, but-
I know.
But the
loved it.
idea,
I bowled.
being in the golf biz, the scramble, captain crew, whatever you want to call it, has dominated that scene
Mm-hmm.
for a long time. And it's a way for people to play golf, either as a business or socially on the side. But
Yeah.
it's a lot of people who don't love golf or play a whole lot of golf to still be involved and get around the course. And it's
Right.
been great for the golf business.
Yep.
So I'm thinking, how can we apply this to bowling?
Or just other sports in general.
Or any other sports, which we have other ideas in the pipeline.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
like, all
I'm
right,
excited.
bowling, because I kind of stink at bowling. So, I don't want to own up to my 103 I just rolled in front of everyone.
Hey,
So
triple
how can we
digits.
turn this into a scramble where you don't have to own up your own golf score? You have
Right.
a team score. Let's just have one score for everyone. So you can go in any order you want.
Yep.
Yeah.
Scopes can throw the first ball. Remington can throw the second ball.
Cupper's got the third.
Cupper, or else I can throw 4 in a row if I'm hot. Meanwhile,
Yes.
you can go to the bar and get drinks for the team, or go
Exactly.
chit chat with someone down the road that you want to do some business
And
with, or
again-
just to say hi. And it's
That's
laid
a
back.
great part, too, the networking.
Yeah.
And also, when you got the ringer, when that orange pin hits the...
Yeah, the orange pin game, a nice little added.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's cool, the big countdown in the beginning with the digital clock's kind of fun.
Yes, it's great. It's really, really exciting. The other thing, too, at Kingpin, and can we talk about our little visit when we went to have the bowling bonanza meeting?
Well, the new arcade.
I haven't seen it yet. What do we got?
Well,
Quite the arcade.
This is not your mama's arcade, let me tell you. Not what I grew up on.
no more.
it was a
duck hunt or-
4-hour bowling meeting that we spent 6 minutes on the bowling event. The rest of the time,
Where
we,
was I?
we were earning tickets
Oh, I
know.
was out of the state.
and
The
playing
Olympics,
Jurassic
yeah.
Park VR.
Oh.
We were slapping dinosaurs.
That's right.
You get with a headset, then you're like this person doing judo chops in the air.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
And the water gun on the video game, yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Real water, you're shooting a
boy.
squirt gun.
Electronics, it feels
on
a little bit-
Yeah.
Lauren's like, Wes, can you come home?
Like,
And
I got-
you're
I
like,
got
I'm
a
in a
meeting.
meeting.
I'm
I'm in a meeting. I can't. This is,
Morgan's learning all my tricks.
every chamber board member is also an ambassador. It is their job when they sign up to make sure they're supporting and checking out the behind the scenes operations.
I mean,
I'm going to take that little snippet, what she just said,
I
and
won't-
replay it back.
I
There you
won't
go.
sell anything I haven't tried myself. So I
Right?
mean, you got to thoroughly do your research.
Yeah, but they spent some money over there. So
Yeah.
they took out 8 lanes. So now it's 24
Mm-hmm.
instead of 32. That's some good math for you. And they put in this huge arcades. They certainly spent a lot of money. It's great to see people invest and really invest. And not,
They really
didn't do
are.
it cheaply. They spent
Committed
the
to
money.
it,
They
yeah.
committed to it, and it's open
I mean,
now.
the games are next level, really. I mean, they really are. So
Is there a grand opening? It's kind of softly open now. Is there a grand opening scheduled?
I don't have a date on that yet, but
Okay.
you will be the first to know.
I hope so.
We'll bring it.
Yeah, there's some pretty wild games in there. They're really fun, a little different.
Yeah, it was different. So I thought that was cool. Whenever you bring, that new technology, right, virtual reality and all of that, I think that changes the game. I think they're going to do very well. I think it's really exciting. So
I know they're going to do well because I brought Ted and Leslie there.
oh,
True testers.
In a half hour, we blew $100, and we got a lava lamp and 4 Pokemon cards.
Oh,
so I
hey
think they
now.
made a profit on us.
they
I'm
know
not
what they're
sure.
doing. They know what they're doing. Well, the other thing, the interesting thing to me too, is when you start talking about the analytics behind it, and you don't think, you're just like, oh, is this game going to do well? Yeah, but there's numbers behind it and analytics, and
Oh,
they
now
have
you're getting
this.
Brad all excited.
I
I
know,
love a
but
good
it is
spreadsheet.
cool. But we
Loves
got to
a
make
spreadsheet.
sure we're going to have to take you. You got to get that sneak peek.
But yeah, which game's performing, which
Yeah.
and all that. She's kind of telling us all the stuff behind the scenes, which is
Right.
kind of makes sense, but never really thought about it before. And
Sure.
it was
Me neither.
interesting.
Yeah, I love that.
Well, it's. I feel like a lot of venues are pushing that. What else can we offer? So
Sure.
that
Yeah.
I don't like bowling. All right, well, if you don't like bowling, go to the depending on the age levels too.
Yeah.
If the parents want to go bowl and the kids want to go play video games, then knock yourself out.
Right.
Go for
and they
it.
did say they've talked to many bowling alleys who've gone down this road because bowling, like all sports, goes up and it goes down. And there used to be 4 alleys in Rome. Now we're down to 1. And
That's before my time, was,
And,
I
I was a pin setter when I was growing up. Did you know
Mohawk
that?
Lanes,
Yeah,
or-
I was that. No, I'm just kidding.
That's
Not
great.
that old. But I guess around the country this has been kind of a theme, and it's gone very well. So they had some friends in the business. Does sound familiar?
Yeah.
That they talked to, got some advice. Use this company, not this company, and these games will
Proof
work.
of concept. It's nice
Right.
to not
They're
be first.
Yeah.
You don't want to take the first arrow.
Yeah.
Which those conversations
excited.
are so important, right? I mean, that's why you love events like Bowling Bonanza. You're having this great time, you're doing something fun, but to your point, when you're running to get food or get drinks or whatever, you're having all these great conversations. And I swear the best partnerships, new ideas, new initiatives come out of these like 10-minute parking lot talks or
That you're not
getting
planning.
food. You're not planning.
Right. They
And
just happen. You put yourself
it's
in a situation
amazing.
enough times, you'll figure it out. along the way.
Exactly. So I think there's so many benefits to these events. Have fun, network.
I think there needs to be more of them. It seems to be the theme too with ripe forming and the catalyst and
Yeah.
like just these events. Like we have a lot more new people coming to the area than we have before.
Yes.
It's a very easily depending on your personality, whether you want to sit in the background and just kind of work your way in or just hit it. It's
Right.
just it's kind of fun how we need more of that. And how we market though is part of that. It kind of goes back to the marketing advertising. You still have to let people know that this is happening. So working with the businesses, I think, is huge. And no, it's great. What else we got going on in the chamber? I know that's a big event at the in.
Does it matter what else is going on? After the
That is
end of
it.
February.
bonanza?
Any what we got for business hours or business after hours coming up?
Some
'cause-
bars?
The Baz, yeah. So we're going to be looking at Rome, working with Rome Historical Society.
Okay.
One coming up soon, so
Yep.
more to come on that. I think that'll
Alrighty.
be a good time. We got a couple more in the hopper. We'll be talking about, announcing soon. But right now we're kind of slowed down in December for the holiday because it's so crazy. So we're just trying to focus on doing some more marketing for our members.
Scobes, I'm going to give you a little warning. You've watched a few of these.
Correct.
And often we have a halftime where we refill our drinks.
Oh, shoot.
Let me just give you the update here where Brad is and where
Oh,
I
geez.
am and where
You can see
you
where my
are.
you can see where my Monday is gone today.
So now that we're on a nickname basis, I'm just trying to give you a
You're
heads
like,
up.
you're like, get it up. Yeah,
They're gonna be
get
making
it-
fun of you in
get
the
it going.
comments with all of our hundreds of watchers here.
I wouldn't doubt it.
I know Ryan will be torturing you.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Of course, yes. Luckily, we get along well. We can both take a joke. In other events that we're working on too, that I think is really important.
Great way to refocus.
Nice save.
I
yes.
know.
Nice save.
Professional development, right? The necessary professional development. We have a whole committee dedicated to it. We're gonna survey those members and see what they need. Again, it could be anything, the requests we get. And I think the highest request in Mohawk Valley for training is actually like Office 365. So everybody has it, but How do we use it? So
Yeah. The whole Google and Microsoft space, you have people that literally have degrees in all the functionalities and the background and the handling of members and employees. And yeah, it's useful. We use Google. I know, and Microsoft is similar.
But training's a big thing, right? So in June, we brought in Shane Meeker. So he's Procter & Gamble's historian and storyteller.
Storyteller.
Yeah.
That's
he has
a cool title.
Right?
I mean,
organizational storyteller.
what do you do for a living? I'm a storyteller.
I can tell a good story. I don't make any money.
And if you've gone to a training or an event, you remember good speakers, right?
Yeah.
You remember somebody, but not everybody has that skill. And I think it's important as a business to be able to tell your story. Because what makes you stand out in the crowded marketplace, right?
And we're all terrible at telling our own stories.
I know.
Sixth generation newspaper.
Boring. It's a real snooze.
Or said that on the radio like 50 times. Anyway, no, I think that's, I think having a portal even on the chamber websites of your local chamber, just so people knew, no matter what city you're in, I wish all chambers had this. Like if you offer that up, it's like, I need help at this. Just the way people are going with the way people talk and don't talk. It's like if you're searching for this and somehow the chamber can come up where you can say, I need help in this. If you don't already do it, fine. We'll help you find somebody who can and at least give you the options. Because a lot of times in business, people make decisions that, one, cost them too much money, cost them legal issues because they didn't do it correctly. Right. So there's all these little things that add up over time. And I think the chamber is a perfect opportunity to make sure that's fulfilled.
Exactly. We seem to be that catch-all. I mean, we get a lot of interesting phone calls. You'd be surprised what people will call us for. But, or if they're calling and they keep asking us certain questions and we're like, oh, you have a Southern accent. This is Rome, New York, not Rome, Georgia. We get a lot of Rome, Georgia calls.
Yeah.
But
our marketing's working everywhere in the country.
Exactly. I've already put you on the map, Rome. Thank that. But no, it is true. It is important. We tell people all the time. To your point, we might not do it. Just call us. If you have a need, just call us. We'll figure it out and get you the right person.
The Rome, Georgia story reminds me of our buddy who tried to subscribe to the Sentinel. And he was complaining, not for anything, Wes, but I tried to support the Sentinel, subscribe.
Yeah.
Haven't got a paper yet. What is going on? So Brad, he's so smart. He said, I think I know what happened. Where is this other place, this other Sentinel? Is it Texas or something?
Texas. Oh. Yeah, the Sentinel. So you have Tribune. You have these names that are used commonly through papers. You have like Tribune and Journal and Sentinel and Gazette. Yeah. And there are a lot of newspapers throughout the country, 5,000. And there is another Daily Sentinel. There is there's other things, and we can deliver to Texas.
Won't be that current.
And clearly Texas doesn't deliver to New York, but they'll take the money.
Exactly.
Not sure how that refund conversation goes, but that was funny though.
That is hysterical.
But yeah,
and he's actually one of my smarter friends.
He is. Which means that's terrifying because how many people are reading?
Comments.
What are we missing? What are we missing? That won't work out. No, the whole online menu thing, online accessibility thing.
Yeah.
It's the chambers just have so much, and unfortunately, I didn't know how much it had until I joined, and I think that was like it's like, okay, what can we do better in the chamber aspect in getting out and reaching out and pushing the missions, and even when we talk with Carrie about the Utica Chamber, you guys, there's so much the chamber does that it is hard to sell all of it. You almost don't want to overflow people either. Like, hey, we'll do this, but I think just opening the door is part of it. And
I would like to think that we're connected. We're sitting on certain boards and economic development agencies and things like that, just to keep in the know. Obviously, we have board members that are doing the same thing, so it's just this very robust network. And I agree. Just sign up. Just become a member.
I like that pitch.
That's a good pitch.
That's it. That's all I need. Yeah.
Just subscribe to the Sentinel. Go with that one.
Yeah.
Morgan, that's a billboard.
Just subscribe.
Just subscribe already.
Maybe we won't go we'll keep our billboards mostly clean. We're not going to go
mostly.
Not local AF.
Yeah.
That's what I want.
We
local AF was.
I like it.
I actually liked it. I
like it. I just don't know if that's appropriate.
Well, no. Wait. What?
Do you have that conversation a lot here? Like, I feel like that might be. Is that like part of your job?
Yeah.
I like it. I just don't know if that's appropriate.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's a phrase that
She's gonna check you.
yeah bounces. around.
We all need those.
Wait,
We all
Morgan.
need
Morgan,
those
people.
what was the billboard that it was was it local staff? Wasn't it their whole level and then it was local AF?
Yeah. So we
what was
did
what was
local.
I'm trying to picture it now. It's still
Oh
up
my
in
gosh,
Utica, people.
Yeah, we have 3 of them up. Why am I thinking?
Can't think of it.
Same delivery, better price, better product.
And then local
But we did
AF.
better
yeah.
price, better product.
Yeah.
We said actually local, but we wanted local AF.
I like local AF.
I know.
There's one
catchy.
vote. One
Next
vote.
month?
Yeah, just see what happens.
We're running back to
Test
see
it
how the
out.
complaints go.
I think it's exciting. Just go for it.
Then everyone starts canceling.
yeah.
Nah.
Can't you like
How could
segment
they
it
ever?
and see which one does better?
We,
Just
I
saying.
mean, we probably could.
it's in your face. You
I'd
can't
have to
really
get, I'd
go
have to
for it.
get email approval for that one.
We see the traffic patterns change because they don't want to see AF.
Yeah, right.
I mean, we didn't go as far as the comments. I don't know if we want to blow them up. But
digitally or at a comments game. That's a better demographic for it. I don't know.
See?
yeah, that's true.
And isn't that true? Yeah, it's all about demographics or where.
Know your audience, people. Know,
I think Wes is sweating.
know your audience. And we're talking about the chamber here.
Yeah. So where were we?
Not inappropriate billboards.
No, I know. What's next?
that's an HR 101 at the chamber. Check it next week.
I want
We
to
don't
get
have any HR, so
I want to get more scoop on Scobes. Scoop
Yeah.
on Scobes.
All right. What do you
We
want to
can
know?
talk chamber stuff, which
Yeah,
is
we
great
really can.
informative.
Yes.
But we
but
want to know more about you.
Rollchamber.com. There
We
you
want
go.
to know
You.
What would you
like
like
growing
to know?
up, cool sports, visit any cool places, any cool facts.
Definitely tomboy. Played softball through college, so always was into different sports.
Oh, wait. We got to have to start over.
What was that noise?
She didn't want the crunch of the. Wait, she's eating the. She didn't want the crunch of the turkey
I'm losing the
joint.
headphones after that.
Okay.
That was a weird.
All right, I'm muting you, Morgan. Let me know because you can keep eating. All right, go again.
No problem. So always played. I was definitely more of a sports person, a little bit of a tomboy. Played softball through college. Go Siena Saints. So that's what I was always into. Just loved that. Any kind of like activity like that. I wish I could say that now. I got to rechannel my inner athlete. I don't know where she went. I'm gonna find her.
We'll find out the next bowling bonanza.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. I think I'm a pretty good bowler, by the way. But
Okay.
anyway,
All right.
if I had my own shoes and my own ball, watch out. I'm just saying.
No one's holding you back. No one's holding you
I
back.
might have
Do you
to-
blame it on the house ball like I do?
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't understand this. It's too heavy.
This thing's 50 years old.
Yeah.
Wes, but that's because Wes is still throwing the 6-pound kid ball. You gotta upgrade at some point.
Oh, you're the one who took
This
it.
doesn't even have holes for your fingers. That's good. It's kid's ball.
That's
Oh.
right.
Yeah.
Exactly. So yeah, I'm born and raised in the area. Wanted to come back. I always just like the area. I feel like family and friends, where that's at, is where you want to be. So that was kind of my mentality. And then I was working, like I said, for MV in the last 11 years. I love our community college, by the way. Go MVCC. Great education. Great. And yes, I'm plugging one of our members. That's right. But I love them.
No, my mom's on the board. She
Right?
says she loves it too. It's all there.
We have great trustees, but it's so great, and what they do and their impact on the area is amazing. I studied marketing. That was my background, marketing, and then when I got my master's, I did adult learning because I was in corporate training and veterans programs and services. So that's kind of a little bit of my background in a nutshell.
Well, Siena's a lovely school.
Yeah,
It really is.
go Saints.
did we know that?
You went to Siena? Oh my God, I think we're a couple years apart. I may have just missed you.
It was like 1 or
Maybe
2.
like 1 or 2 years.
Wait, I
We're
don't
gonna
know if I
have
knew that you went there though.
We're gonna have to talk about the scene later.
Okay.
Where did you go? See if some of those traditions still remain the same.
Yeah, we definitely will.
Scopes does not want it on the podcast. See how she really ducked that one? She's like, let's talk about this after.
No, we used to have a bar called Daps.
No, we didn't have that.
Well, see,
I
the thing
mean,
is,
yes, we did.
Daps was a name from like 40 years before I was there, and the bar had changed 100 times. But it was one of those things that people just from tradition kept calling it the same name.
The bars that I went to are closed now too. So
Oh, what that? Maybe we got to go on a road trip.
okay.
Okay. I'm sorry. Can you hand the headphones over to Morgan? We have things to talk about over here.
I'm listening.
I'm just,
Sounds
We're
good.
just here to enjoy. Go right ahead.
Right? I love that. We're really gonna have to talk We'll have to talk offline.
It is.
We can talk
I
offline.
do feel like bars around colleges always try to push the envelope.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
You know, and there's
Oh,
just
I literally walked in the back door of a bar instead of the front door. Like that was like the thing. You go to the back door if you had an ID.
That's crazy.
Front door if you did whatever. I'm like, this is
Dedicated doors.
perfect.
I know.
You're the one scrubbing the X's off your hands in the bathroom.
Exactly.
yeah. Basic main ticket over here, Comfort Plus over here. You just everybody's segregated now. But you're killing
Yeah.
it with the access. I like it.
Thank you.
You got to be resourceful when you're 18. You know.
I mean,
Yeah, but
it's a
that
good
was
life skill.
it was
Resourcefulness.
It's always sexist back then, though. You like the guys paid like
Oh, just
$30
back then?
to get into the bar.
No, that's been
No, that's
Yeah.
mitigated.
oh, that doesn't happen anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. I love the tangents.
All right, so we got the club scene.
Oh
That'll be a
my
nice little
God.
chapter in this one of the greater
This is
Albany
all-
area.
That's gonna be one of the chapter names. Sienna. I don't even know.
I know, right?
Your click rate there is really going to spike.
It really is. Our viewership is going to be focusing in the late third of the podcast.
Speaking of late third, did you skip halftime and go to the third quarter there with
Well,
the
I mean,
quick
I
pour?
didn't want to interrupt the club
The
talk in
banter. You
Syracuse,
didn't
know how long that was gonna go.
Syracuse, New York. I didn't know how long it was going to go. So,
Syracuse is in
listen.
Albany.
oh, sorry, Albany. I was thinking Lemoyne. I went Lemoyne.
No.
Sienna's in Albany.
They're like
They're not
sister
Dolphins. They're
schools.
Saints.
They seem
But we're
very
not
similar.
I always called it a sister school. I felt like. Yeah.
Are you just trying to make Brad feel okay?
I swear.
I know.
never heard
I
that
know.
before.
I'm not.
Is there a
Look,
connection
look,
between the schools?
Oh yeah, they are like very similar.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, all
Like I
right.
looked at
Hey,
Lemoyne
I
was
stand
my
corrected.
They're like small liberal
Arts,
college.
yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
arts colleges. That was my second choice. It was either Sienna or Lemoyne.
Oh, wow.
They're very similar.
See?
But not
What
the
were
same.
your other thoughts on schools?
You
or was that the
know, I
one?
was
That was the
thinking-
one for you.
I kind of felt like that was the one for me, but I was looking at like, somewhere in Connecticut. But yeah, I really kind of felt like I wanted to be at Siena. Yeah, believe it or not.
Nice.
Yeah, right?
She wanted to hang with the Friars.
I know. Yeah. I was playing softball at the time, so I wanted to play for them. That kind
What
of a thing.
position?
D1?
What
Are they
position
D1?
were you?
Yes.
D1
yeah.
softball.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm a lefty, so I was mainly first base and right field. Yeah, yeah. A little bit of
First base.
catching, but
Lefty catcher.
That's
Yeah.
all right. Yeah.
that was a very as needed basis. I
If
was
6
very
people got hurt,
comfortable.
you were in?
Yes, I was very comfortable on the
Every
right
time
side of
Do you know
the
how to put the
field.
equipment on? Yeah.
Correct.
Yes.
Yes.
Every time someone's stole, I always hit the batter. I don't know
Have
why.
you
I just
seen
happen
some
to-
of these arms that these women have in these sports? They are firing very fast balls.
Yeah,
It's
I
like-
still.
That's how I imagine you.
There
right
was
now,
always
yeah.
this. There was
it's like, calm
always
down.
this debate between baseball and softball, and between the pitchers because like, oh, we're so close, we throw hard because they do throw hard at 60 at whatever the distance is.
Yeah.
I never said why they're different sports to begin with. That's a whole other podcast. What is the point?
That's true. Oh my God, I would.
Why can't
really
women just play
enjoy that.
baseball?
I would enjoy that podcast.
That's actually, you know what?
The rest of the sports are the same, besides the pitching
I mean,
and the ball.
You
Why
might be
can't we
onto
just play
something.
baseball?
You might be onto something.
Yeah.
I never really got the separation there. What am I missing?
I'm not going. I'm
I
just
don't know
gonna.
that
We're just gonna
history
let. We'll
myself.
just move on.
Yes,
We'll,
'cause
I'm not
We're
going
to bring
down
Jenna on for
I'd
this.
have to like get
We're
on
not going-
Wiki and see what it says.
I'm not opening that. Not going there. That'll be another round short maybe.
Here's
That could
something
be.
about me. I definitely go off on tangents. I feel like I'm an idea person, so I'll go
That's-
every which way.
Welcome to the podcast.
That's why
yeah.
it's going so smoothly.
Just to let you know.
There aren't going to be chapters for this one. This is just going to be enjoy the round.
Ryan and I talk about this at the chamber because, as you said, Sue's amazing. After 25 years, is retiring end of January,
Yeah.
and we talk about when we bring on a third person, what will that position look like? And we don't know exactly yet, but we do know that we need an executor.
She thinks she's getting the money to
'cause-
have a third person. No, just kidding. Just kidding.
at least a part timer. Thank you.
Just kidding. Start haggling.
I know, right? Great numbers.
Oh, Brad
But we
slipped that
talked
right
about
in there.
Thanks, Brad. I thought you're on the executive committee.
Sorry,
You're supposed to have
Greg.
my back.
Talk to Greg. This
You
has
know who I'm
nothing
going to talk to? Nick Angelicola, because he likes to spend money.
No.
You got to know. You got to know your board.
Well, we don't need to get into us. This is about the Rome Chamber and Kristen.
Yes, exactly. Thank you.
Oh man.
So definitely, I'm a tangent. I'm a fan of it.
All right.
I can see where this
Let's
podcast
work it out
is
great.
going
We
right
have
now.
93 chapters already for Brad for his editing. You're just gonna do one and just be done with it.
This is
Yeah.
going to be F chapters as a.
one chapter.
This is going to be I'm going to get a call or an email that says, we're actually going to have to do this over. Maybe we'll talk in the spring. We had to trash this one.
Well, I mean, people don't really. The reason why so many people have editors of this, like my first pass, so I'll upload all the chips and synchronize the video and stuff like that. But I have to watch it for however long we record from beginning to end because I got to do all the camera cuts. And then I go back through it, which I can skip a little bit more because I kind of know where conversations happen. Then I add the chapters after. So I got to watch the thing like, when we did with your brother, which went on for 2.5 hours.
My brother enjoys chatting.
Wow.
Gift to gab
That's
for Josh.
impressive, though. Is
It.
it?
I think
Brad
so.
thought it was
I like to
depressing
hear
when he was
peop-
editing.
I like to hear people's stories and
Therapy.
what drives them. So, I mean, I would be, I love that.
We love Josh, of course, and but we were rocking and rolling before long. Like, okay, it's 10:30 at night here. I got to get back.
Might have.
Before I got locked
and
out.
we were just figuring this out. This was like early on.
Yeah.
Just figuring out the structure, just having it on, figuring out different cameras and audio and stuff. But we went through like 3 bottles of wine, talked for like 3 hours. And I think I did 2 chapters. I think I did 2 things that went on. We talked about Taylor Swift.
Part
and,
1 and part 2.
Oh, favorite music. We haven't answered that question in a while.
Got to get back into the
We gotta
favorite
get back into
music.
it,
So
but-
we're putting you on the spot.
What's the?
I know. I'm going to have one of those annoying answers, though.
I love
I
everything.
like everything, but
No, it just depends on my mood.
oh,
Yeah.
What am I
there
in
it
the
is. The
mood
mood
for?
quest, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
everything. I don't have a favorite color. I don't have a favorite movie.
Not even- wait.
No, I'm not a favorites person. I'm a mood person.
Not even the color though. I get music.
No.
I get music.
No.
how do you
I'm
set a password without having any of these things? What do you answer those questions with?
Yeah, tell us your password to your bank accounts.
No problem.
Mother's maiden
My
name.
first
Please.
pet's name is.
First concert? How come all these questions in the podcast?
I know.
Do you,
I really
do you
don't,
like
though.
exclamation points or asterisks better?
Yeah, exactly.
Are you
Would
an
you ever put a 1
exclamatory?
after?
I'm sorry, Brad. You are our
Your
IT
favorite
department.
number?
Brad's our IT department at the chamber. So really,
He's saying do not answer any of these.
Not answer
Yes,
these questions.
exactly.
You know, a first
Exactly.
concert, though it is a security question for some passwords, is a good question.
That is a good
that
question.
is a good one. Yes.
I do feel like we can't ask that, though.
I don't feel like I've seen that one. What was your first concert?
Yeah.
Although,
She's in-
well,
she-
now I want to know. What
No,
was
I
your
can't
first
tell you because obviously I used it as a backup. Mine's very
Sorry,
easy
he still
to
uses
spell.
password 1234. So
Oh, yeah.
Password,
He's fine.
not telling.
Let me in.
Let me in.
If
Well,
you
that's a
ever,
good one.
If you ever need password ideas, let us know. Ours are literally the
Most difficult
length
of all
of
time.
the alphabet here.
That's how. Yeah.
Actually,
Yeah.
over 26
pretty long.
I
characters.
started doing that. I started forming sentences that I would remember.
Wait, that's smart.
Because it's so much more fun.
no, but you
That
can't use real
she's
words.
right. That's what.
Yeah.
So that's what I tell when my staff freaks
But I just got
out.
all serious. He was like,
Yeah.
No. So when my staff freaks
Password
out that they
talk,
have to
he's so
remember.
excited.
When they freak out that they have to remember a 26 character
Mm-hmm.
long password, I tell them come up with a sentence.
Yeah.
And then take the first 1, 2, or 3 letters of that sentence. So as long as you know the sentence, you
Right.
can then take the first up to 3 letters of each word, and then there you go.
Right. Flip
Yeah.
flip a E, make it a 3. Flip an I is an exclamation. You know,
What?
make it fun.
What?
Make it fun.
I literally would put like, Morgan loves chocolate, 1, 2, 3 exclamation point. Is that what you mean?
No, I don't know. Let me try it.
Let's see if we can.
No,
Who can
yeah,
hack
yeah,
Morgan's
so,
account
like-
first?
Like, is that what you mean?
Yeah, well, like
Oh.
like my office is at 111 Langley. Like if you take that, you can take a couple letters from each word and whatever it is, it becomes harder and harder depending on the complexity because these passwords are also getting ridiculous.
Oh my
Redo it
God.
every year or every 6 months. You can't use this. You can't do that. You're like you can't use the one that you
It's
used
a
the past
lot.
5 times. So you're like, okay, I've already said.
And who can
Morgan
remember
loves
all
chocolate.
these?
Morgan loves chocolate. Chocolate is great.
But who can remember all of them? If
Yeah.
you have different ones, and you got to write, then you're not supposed to write it down.
Yeah.
Well, how about when
What
you
is that?
when you know it's the password and then
Right.
finally you give up, so you have to reset the password.
Right.
It goes to your email, and then you put in the new password, and you're like, you already used that one. No shit, that's the one I was trying to just use. Do you? Is that my only one? Has that happened?
Or you're
Like that's
set-
what I know.
Or
You
you're
know.
trying. Yeah, you've already used it. Oh, that kills me.
I actually use I use an app that I only have to remember one password, and then it unlocks everything.
Oh my god! So if you get hacked
So
in
do you
that
like
one app, you're
exclamation
screwed.
points or asterisks?
That's why. Well, that's
Back to the
that's-
original question,
I-
Brad.
I use password 1.
We're
I use password 1. It keeps all of. I even had like our vault conversation.
We'll definitely
had
tag
everything.
them.
It was
All
long.
right.
It was really long. That's why
Yeah.
I know that one sentence. That's actually a pretty long
This
sentence.
episode is
Yeah.
sponsored by
Password 1.
Password 1.
You're welcome. Another round.
Yeah. Because Thirsty Owl just gives us bottles. It doesn't pay up anything. They don't
Worth
fork
it,
around. Yeah, it's worth it.
Yeah.
Speaking of Thirsty Owl, is it halftime?
Yeah, we're
I mean,
well
we're well past halftime.
We're past halftime.
Might be overtime.
This is exciting.
I've
I'm
already had
excited.
mine, so get in there. Get in there.
Oh my, Brad. Glutton. Better for our guest.
You could top me off a little. A little.
Brad, do I dare hand this to you?
Okay, sure.
Thanks, Brad.
I don't know if I trust you.
Long arms. Perfect.
That's enough.
Thank you. I know. Calm it down.
I just wanted to make sure you got.
I don't want to hear about this at the next board meeting, okay?
Oh my God, Kristen grabbed it all. You know, like this
Great,
down
thanks,
here.
Wes.
You know this down here.
I know it takes away
So I
an
got-
ounce.
I got.
Anybody want one?
No, thank
very
you.
good.
I'm so
That's
glad
all you
you're
want.
enjoying
They're
them.
delicious. I gotta mute myself for a second.
Go Nora's Candy, see?
All right.
All right. Do we have any more serious questions we got to cover? Oh, sorry, when I
Yeah.
I'm just seeing if I'm in trouble. Nope. Nope.
keep eating.
I'd also like to think this is my warm-up podcast, to be fair. I'd like to revisit a year from now.
Oh, I thought you meant like for another podcast. Like you're using and abusing us. Like I'm gonna go on this piece
No,
of
I want
crap
to be
one.
back here. I want to be invited back.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
Do you want me to schedule it now?
What are you doing?
July
Don't ask her about leap day.
11th.
Not leap day.
Not leap day. She's
But like a
busy.
year. Yes, that's right.
So I love tangents. I'm really
I do
actually
love
Are we
very
done with
supportive.
passwords? Or are we still going back in?
Oh, no, I'm done with passwords.
Okay.
Passwords is kind of fun, though. I'm not going to lie. All right.
What?
Do a next
That's
topic.
just-
What's the next random
I
topic?
can tell Brad's got a spicy one.
I know.
Juicy one.
No,
He's got
I-
that crazy
Oh,
look in his
please.
eye.
No,
Can you
no.
not get me in trouble
I know,
yet?
no,
like,
I
can
I think
we
you're
wait?
safe so
No.
far. You've been pretty good.
I was literally just thinking that, you know, how we do. We haven't done it in a while. Wes and I would just do a short. We're just like the two of us and talk about a
Oh, I
topic.
love it.
I just remember you going. I can't remember which podcast it was. It might have been with Paul Mary. We were talking about art
do?
valuations, and I was like, I'm not going to go there. But who the heck were we talking about?
What?
I know.
Wait, you want to know what I was just thinking though? Remember last year at Bowling Bonanza when you actually won the raffle? When you won the 50-50?
Yeah.
And Lauren had the ticket and you picked another ticket and you actually won you actually won the first round?
Yeah. Yeah, I think we won
Yeah.
the 50. Or
Yeah,
she
you
won
did.
the 50-50. I gave
But
it to
you-
the staff.
You picked it. No, but you picked it and
Yeah.
Lauren had the ticket and you didn't know.
Oh, yeah. But I think somehow
She
she
was
came
like,
up.
we
She's
could have
like,
used that to pay the babysitter tonight.
I love
I
that.
think I won it. I'm like, oh no. Now what do we do?
Which I think is fair because honestly, a lot of times the committee, people on the planning committee, they still want to support the event. They want to give. You're like, what are the chances that we're going to win? What are the right?
Right.
You're like, I'm just going to support a good cause. It's a charitable event. I know it happens.
Plus, Lauren's a born loser anyway. How could she ever win
Oh
anything?
yeah, I know. She's
Besides
the
her
worst.
spouse.
You can't talk like that.
She's not here.
She was.
Let's get her on
She
this
won't
podcast
know.
now.
She doesn't watch this.
No, wait. She ain't got time for
I'm
that.
tagging her as well.
I
Oh,
think
no.
the Wives of would be an excellent podcast.
Oh, that's dangerous.
One session, maybe.
That's not good.
Tell you what, when you edit this down, this is gonna be about a 12-minute podcast.
But the wife one. or
After
this
all
one?
the things that we, oh, we can't say that.
I know.
Well, I mean, this is people don't know where we're going, so we might our viewer
Yeah.
actually they might actually stick around a little
You could
bit longer.
start like a
Well,
maybe I'm starting like the podcast express version.
I mean,
like where you have a 12-minute and that's it.
Speed podcast.
I'm just saying there's a theme.
There's a theme here. Brad's
Think
shaking
about
his
it.
head.
This is off the rails. and
Off
I'm
the
just
rails
Fully,
now.
This is gone.
fully supporting it.
See?
Did we get the music? I need one group artist band.
What-
Besides
wait,
the
I got a
mood.
better question. I have a better question.
Her
I
answer
mean,
was
I'm just
mood.
being honest.
I have a better question.
Yeah.
What are you actually passionate about? If you don't like colors, if you don't like music, if you don't like
colors.
movies, if you don't,
She,
what do you,
she's
what
like Ansel Adams. She
what's
just loves
like-
black
It's
and
not
white.
that I don't like those things.
What's
I just
like-
said I don't have a favorite, right? So like, am I in the mood for
All right, you're having a shitty day.
Taylor
something
Swift
needs to
today?
cheer you. Something. Oh, well.
You know
we're
what I
not going
mean?
to Taylor Swift either.
Wait,
No, but I'm
finish your
just
question.
saying.
You're having a crappy day and what?
Yeah, if you're having a shitty day and you need if you need something to get you out of the dumps,
Yeah.
what would be the go-to? Is
All right, Kristen, what would you say?
ooh, what would be to get me out of that?
yeah.
I have a good one.
Oh, well, I want to hear Morgan's. Go for it.
I would say you would go to Marshall's.
Girl, you nailed it.
Because I did it today.
Oh, you did. So I do say that's like my happy place. I do. I like retail. A little retail, whether it's local, whatever.
Retail therapy.
A little retail therapy.
Dangerous, but I accept
It is.
it.
Thank
That wasn't
you.
an acceptable answer, but no worries.
No, but it is true. You do. Well, real retail therapy is good for you once in a while. Just saying.
We're way out of our
They're
league
so
here.
unimpressed.
I know. They're like, ew. What do you do, gentlemen?
Brad?
What do you
Brad,
do
go
to
for
get
it. What do you
you out of a
do?
slump?
If it's the summertime,
Yep.
I will jump on the boat, go for a ride with music on.
That's a good one.
I will just,
Yep.
I don't want to, I'll just kind of just go do a lap around Lake Delta and
Yep.
come back and okay, that's my
Same
reset.
thing. I would say summer, the pool.
Just a reset. I just
Yeah.
need some tunes
I
or,
love that.
you know, if I'm really, I just find a good friend. That would be
Yeah.
my, let's just, no kids, wife, whatever it may be, work, just like, actually, I really, you know, going down to his winery, you know, it's like, it's a cool place, good vibe. His parents are awesome.
That's
Good
cool.
booze.
Ted will
love
get you in a
that.
good mood, won't he?
Ted will, you got to be careful with Ted though. As is with this guy, as soon as the cocktail flows, I mentioned this a couple times. You got to give him a good hour or two heads up that you got to have to leave because it's no, his glass is empty.
Oh, geez.
Nope, it's empty again.
Well, just because we enjoy your
let's
company,
top that
it's,
back
a,
up.
it's a compliment.
Oh, is that
I
it?
know.
That's what it is.
And then I can't drive, and then I got to stay anyway. No,
Right.
All right, so
You
that's
just use
your
Uber account.
that's your summer go-to. I love the warm weather. I love being outside. Love that too. What do you do in the winter though? Because a lot of people will say, right? We know that one of the things here is people say, "I hate the winter." We don't get, there's not a lot of sun, or if it's gray. So what do you do in the winter? What's your pick me up?
I actually game.
Really?
I play Call of Duty with some friends at night. You know, once the
Interesting.
wife and kids go to bed, I'll grab a bourbon. She's going like
love
this.
that.
I'm getting to it. I'll grab a bourbon. I'll pour a glass of bourbon. I'll jump online and meet up with some friends I usually play with.
Meet
and,
up with.
Actually, the other one was before I got out of currency. They tell you not to do this because you're in the wrong state of mind. But I would actually go fly
Oh, really?
because you have to be engaged in what you're doing. So like
There goes your license.
anything no I'm serious, like anything that's on your mind kind of goes to the side because you have to be concentrating on the task at
Yeah.
hand. You have to be really focused in it. So I would just go up in the plane.
You literally fly a plane.
I literally fly
Wow.
a plane, but
Wow.
it's been a little bit. I gotta get back in, but I have my student's license, and I would just go over to like the over by Silver Beach or go down to Ithaca, fly back, and
I mean, that
it was a good getaway.
learned a lot about you right now. It's very interesting. And here's the thing: I would hate to do that icebreaker with you, where people are like, "What's your hobby?" Because that would suck going against Brad.
Flying a plane
I fly my plane.
or the Call of Duty.
Call of Duty you could hang with.
I can
Like
hang.
Call of Duty, I can surpass that one.
Yeah, right.
Flying a plane.
That's tough.
Sorry.
That's a pretty cool
know,
hobby. I mean, good for you.
Are you upset?
No.
I feel like it takes a lot more than that to upset
'cause-
Brad.
No, the Call of Duty thing, because you're engaged, you're talking to other friends,
Exactly,
because you're on
yep.
the same team, you're kind of just doing it, and you just kind of whatever. It's just a refocus.
No, I totally
you know,
get it.
So
I love that.
those, I guess I covered three things depending on the.
Wes?
Yeah,
I've never had a
mean-
bad day.
he is always
Why
in
do-
such a
I
good mood.
actually
It pisses
believe
me
that.
off.
I really
It's
believe
like,
that.
Wes, when you're actually upset, just tell me. Like, I can't take this.
He's like, it's just that day.
No, I think I'm pretty happy-go-lucky.
That's great.
Yeah.
That is very true.
I think running's pretty therapeutic for me in terms of like
Oh,
getting
runner.
thoughts and getting
Okay.
things going. And
Yeah.
I used to hate running, and I don't really love it now. But once
Yeah.
I get going, I think my mind kind
That's
of
just-
opens up,
I-
and I get some
Cool. That's
cool,
great.
that's your
weird
idea.
ideas.
Yeah, that's your idea thing.
A lot of them are terrible, but they seem like they're good at the time.
Right. Of
And then I
course.
get done, and I have to unload it and send them all to Brad, and then he
I was
laughs
like,
at me.
Did
like,
you just get it back from a run?
so that's where my mind kind of wanders as I'm
Yeah.
going through something
Well, it's like,
very.
you know,
That's a good
yeah,
one.
shower's mine. You know, you just zone out in the
Yeah,
shower,
yeah,
and then you actually, Dad actually had a waterproof notepad in the shower when I grew up
Wow.
because that was his spot. He would just zone out, and he would.
Well, I'd
write
always
down
heard like next
the
to your
idea.
bed, you're supposed to have like a notepad.
Yeah,
Did
you
you
just
have
kinda-
these ideas come to you then?
Yeah.
So that's kind of it. That's
Yeah, it's kind of the same
interesting.
thing. He had a waterproof
Wow.
thing that was in the
That's
in the
pretty
shower.
cool.
Wow.
I didn't know this existed until I saw it appear one day when I was like 8 years
Yeah.
old. I was like, oh, this is fun. I guess you doodle in the shower.
You
Is that what
do.
you're supposed to do?
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know what you do, but I get it now. I get
Wow.
it. Yeah.
So what's your winter pick me up? You can't if you're.
He runs
20
in those
degrees
shitty-
and there's ice.
I'll see Lauren.
Oh, are you?
Lauren's crazier than I am.
Lauren-
I try
Really?
not.
I was
Lauren
coming
just
into Rome.
took a tumble
She
last
must
week.
Have, She must have dropped off the kids at Ridge, and it was snowing. It's one of the first. I don't know. It was really cold, and as she's running down Black River Boulevard, and then the new trail,
That's
the
amazing.
new trail that's over there, and I'm like, what?
Who is that
You
dope?
have to be just run on a treadmill in warmth. You don't need to show off.
Treadmills are
They're
tough.
brutal.
I
They
do them,
Yeah.
but I don't like them.
I get
I
it.
know.
But I do sneak away. We usually get away for a trip or two in the winter to break it up. So I do think you
Yeah,
need some
that's
vitamin
nice.
D.
Yeah,
Those
the
are
old-
good.
And you need to see the sun once in
Right.
a while. So we do break it up with a couple little mini trips.
I feel
if
like
we
I
can.
need. I get
Though
that.
they're quite cumbersome now with a family of 5.
I've
Not so easy,
oh,
but
yeah, right, right. A lot of logistics on that
yeah,
one.
a lot of
Yeah.
moving parts.
I know.
and-
Idiot.
Why do
I
we do
feel
this
like
again?
I need a new winter hobby. Like I feel like that was my issue. I'm born and raised here, but never learned to ski. Why am I not in Woods Valley? Right, snowshoeing. I feel like you need something to really look forward to, and I think that would change
Even
the winter perspective.
I agree with Woods Valley. I think they've done a great job there.
Yes.
The
Yeah.
expansion there has been great. It's
See?
a built-in babysitter where if your kids ski, you
great.
just say go and you just go to the bar and listen to music. It's a good vibe. It really is.
I love that
My
part.
parents did it. I was dropped off at like 9 a.m. They wouldn't come back till 9 p.m.
They're
I was
like, "Go learn how to
Explain
ski."
some things.
here's a 50.
That's right.
That's all you got. You got 3 meals.
Enjoy.
No, I think Woods Valley is a great spot. So no snowmobiling then. No like
No. And so I feel like I need to embrace one of those. Maybe I got to hit up Woods
You need to.
Valley.
Yeah.
Hit the bunny slope.
know how to skate.
Not really. I mean, I've done it before, but I'm not consistently. And
How's
I
our,
certainly haven't
how's
done it
our
in years.
insurance with the chamber? Do
Yeah,
we do a
really.
skating event?
We do a skating event.
Maybe I'll start with sledding. Let me go down a hill or two.
We can invent a sport called speed skate. Oh wait, they
Oh
already
no,
have that.
yeah,
They already have
that's
that.
yeah. That's,
What about
That's
winter?
not phased by that terrible joke.
Yeah.
He just fought right through it.
He just-
Sometimes
like-
you just learn when you're around it so much. you
Ignore
just-
Wes.
just now it bounces off of him.
What's the sport that's out here on the base? Disc golf.
Oh yeah.
What about a winter?
Disc golf.
What about
is
an
that a
event?
winter? Is that a year round?
No. What about an event where you have some fire pits around the course, which is probably illegal in Rome, but we're going to let it go.
To make some calls to the fire department.
We will.
Yeah, well, make some
We
calls.
know some people.
Make some calls. But you have a main fire pit at the beginning, so people come back, hang. We do a winter's disc golf thing, little tunes, even if it's only 9.
That's really fun because Ripe is really
Not a
looking
beverage
at.
cart, a
Lot-
beverage snowmobile
Best
cart.
snowmobile cart.
I think that would be fun.
I think
think that
there's
would be
some
amazing.
there's some play there.
yeah, you get your company foursome.
Yeah.
It's
It should
brilliant.
go quickly.
Should
You
go
you have
quickly.
an
Right?
hour and a half.
Right.
Look, we
That's it. It's gotta be
live in the
fast.
Gotta be
Northeast.
quick.
You got
Yes.
it.
Maybe even
We don't want
60.
anyone hypothermia. We don't need any.
Exactly.
We love Rome Health. We don't need to give them any business with frostbite.
Yeah, frostbite.
Right.
But
Right.
I mean, we're up in the Northeast. You got to support the.
I do like it
it's
because
cool.
if we try to do that event in the summer, maybe it gets gobbled up by the busy summer. Maybe that's in shoulder season or even
We need winter events. We need
That-
That's a
winter
great
events.
idea. I think winter. I have to agree. I think we're onto something.
there might be something there.
I think this is just the
See,
beginning.
we see
of
what a
this.
bottle of wine does. A good conversation.
It opens up everything.
The tangents, man.
I just feel like
tangents.
we've done all we can do, Brad. We've planted the seed with
It was a good Monday.
Cupper,
You know,
and then
Cupper's
that's
got to
it.
run.
Cupper's going to
Gotta
come
run
up
with
with it.
Yep. They all say, you just need one good idea a day, and
Right?
you've done your job. Man, busting my ass
There you
over
go.
here.
I mean,
He never stops working.
No, I really don't. I really don't.
pretty impressive.
Starts, stops. Morgan, any comment there?
No.
Well, anyway, we definitely need to. This needs to happen again. I love
Yeah.
the banter. I love where our brainstorm is coming from. But 2, give you the floor. Last chamber pitch. Anything that we didn't cover or anything you want to reiterate,
Or non-chamber pitch.
or non-chamber pitch.
Whatever you
What
want
about
to talk
you?
about. Do you have a cool
Yeah.
joke?
Yeah, what do you got? Did you
Wish
go-
I was that
did you
funny.
come in
to have
armed
a
with
cool-
anything?
Just to have a joke? No.
She did
Norris
come with a
candies.
gift.
That's
She
what
did come
I
with a gift.
was-
She could have ended with a
How
gift.
many host gifts do you get? I hope
We
not
need a
a lot
lot
because I
more.
just said.
That was wonderful.
Working on it.
All right. I would just I'm gonna stay on the season. I want to focus on our members, and I want to say, I know there's a lot of gift giving going on, and I would just say get creative and think of things like if you have that learner, that person that loves to learn, give them a subscription to the Sentinel. If you have an arts lover, or think about the gift of experience, right? Rome Art and Community Center, Capitol Theater, Woods Valley. Again, stocking stuffers. You've got, Nora's Candy Shop. Places like that, I think, get a little bit maybe creative and think locally about your gift giving and whether, who doesn't love a culinary experience? I have an Arizona tacos addiction. I love the Franklin, right? Sugar Beets, there's so many great places. So I would just say get creative and shop local this season.
I like that.
That was yeah.
Yeah, and it is so easy just to jump on Amazon like a knockout 10
It
gifts.
is,
But you
yes.
know what? A lot of local companies also are on the web.
Exactly.
You can still buy a subscription, or you can get
Yes.
something from here or there, just online.
Online.
It's just as
They
easy. So
exactly.
don't run to Amazon immediately. Yes.
Right. I mean, give somebody a cool experience, you know?
Yeah.
Gift card somewhere.
Those are where memories are made.
Right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Stay local, people.
Stay local.
Well, thanks for joining us. I appreciate it.
Well, thanks for having me.
Thanks, Scopes.
And I look forward to next year, Cupper.
Yes.
And Brad.
Yeah. We'll make it
Brad, we
happen.
gotta come up with what are we gonna come up with? Brad.
Rem. That's
Okay. Oh, Remy. I
Remy.
missed that part.
Yeah.
That's for the next
My middle
podcast. I
name
need
is
that
Remington.
origin story.
My middle name is Remington.
Remington. Okay.
Yeah.
I knew a Remington. Okay.
All right.
Cool.
We'll bring it back.
All right. Thanks so much.
Bye.